guys, this is Kenzie with Pull Out and Run Radio, reporting live from the Rail Club in Fort Worth, Texas, and I'm sitting here with the one and only Gene Hoglan, who's the drummer for Fear Factory. So, Gene, if it's okay with you, can I ask one Dethklok question and then talk about Fear Factory?
Ask as many as you like.
What's it like working with Brendan Small?
It's awesome. Brendan's great, man. He's so much fun to work with, and Dethklok has, when we're on the road, it's just super fun. You know, everybody's super sharp in the band. You know, Brendan's a super sharp guy, and Mike Keneally and Brian Beller are both really intelligent folks, and so it's really fun. And we have a blast. You know, it's great.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it's so fun. And Brendan is such an awesome dude, and it's like total pleasure to work with him. So it's always been great. Totally.
So how do you manage drumming for Dethklok while also drumming for Fear Factory?
I drum for another 7 or 8 bands after those two bands too. So it's you know, as long as you take away your social life, you can do it. You know.
If you had to pick a favorite, which would it be? I hate to put you on the spot on that one.
Well, you know, my all-time favorite band to play with live was Strapping. You know,
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of a no-brainer. You know, for me anyway, and. You know, Fear Factory's great. Dethklok is great. I love playing for them, you know, and the Almighty Punch Drunk. I loved playing for those guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, yeah, it's hard to choose a favorite, but, you know, they're all my favorites. They're all my children.
They are, yeah. How long have you been drumming?
What year is this? 30 years, 31 years or something like that. So, yeah, I got my first kit when I was 13, so I guess that's 30 years ago.
What kind of kit was it?
It was a Slingerland 5-piece kit. It had a really sharp chrome finish, so it was all mirrored, and it looked really neat, and it had
awesome.
gigantic drums, and it was really cool, man.
Now, what kind of kit do you have now?
I am endorsed by Pearl, so I use a Pearl reference, and it's the best kit out there, man. They're really amazing kits, and they sound really strange acoustically, but then you throw a mic on them, and they're the most thunderous, destroying thing ever. So,
I agree. Well, you rocked it tonight.
Thank you very much.
So, how on earth do you play your double bass that fast in those boots?
Well, I wear leg weights for half of the show, so I put leg weights on. And
Why do you put leg weights on?
Because I'm badass.
And this is true. You play that fast and you put leg weights on.
Yeah. I have 3-pound weights on each leg for the first 6 or 7 songs, and when you take the leg weights off, you fly.
Oh,
and
I
so
bet.
all the heavy hauling double bass numbers are kind of, you know, stacked up towards the end of the set. So, you know, I take the leg weights off, and then we go into songs like Power Shifter and Fear Campaign and Christploitation and all the demanufacture stuff, which is pretty chock full of double bass.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just makes it easier. You know, you kind of use the first 6 or 7 songs to warm up, pop the leg weights off, and then you're flying.
That's the most interesting technique I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
I think I'm about the only person who does it.
That's
I'm
awesome.
The only person retarded enough to do it, but.
It works.
Well, when I was a kid, I played a lot of sports, and baseball in particular, and you know the batter's donut, you know the donut they put on the bat.
Yeah.
I just kind of applied the same concept. You know, you put the donut on the bat, you swing it around a little bit, and you pop the donut off, your bat's lighter. And so I always figured, okay, that the same concept I'm sure will. I guess it's an isometric type concept, I suppose. The same concept would work for your legs. So that's what I do.
Very smart. Cool. So what is your favorite Fear Factory album that y'all have recorded so far?
Well, I've only done one, so I would have to say that's Mechanized.
Yeah. Do y'all have a new one coming out anytime soon?
I know we're going to start working on it soon-ish. I'm sure it'll be out in 2012.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this has been Kenzie with Pull Out and Run Radio with, again, the one and only Gene from Fear Factory and Dethklok. He is amazing. Be sure to check him out and tune in to Pull Out and Run Radio.